It's like, don't think of an elephant. Okay. I won't think of an elephant. I won't think of a big African elephant with big floppy ears. I won't think of a male African elephant with big tusks. I won't think of a female elephant that sometimes have tusks, but usually are smaller. I won't think of an Indian elephant. No elephants at all for me. I won't think of miniature elephants. I won't even think of the synonyms for elephants, pachyderms. I won't think of anything to do with elephants. Oh my God, I've just spent 15 minutes not thinking about elephants. Anytime we decide to cancel something, we have to highlight that thing in order to say that I'm not going to think this anymore. If constantly I'm thinking about the things that I don't want to think, then I'm doubling and redoubling and trebling and quadrupling my thinking about those things. The only way to step beyond incessant thinking means incessant unhappiness, by the way. Thoughts bubble up in response to, I could be experiencing something better right now. I'm sitting in a restaurant with a friend or maybe even a lover, maybe even a life partner. They get up to go to the bathroom and I think to myself, good, now I can get my phone out and look at my phone and see if there's anything interesting happening here, because my God, this is a boring place. Sitting here in this restaurant waiting for the gourmet food to arrive. Nobody's here. I can't just sit here for a moment. Let's see if Instagram has anything. Let's see if Facebook has anything. Let's see if anything has anything at all. Let me look around my phone and see, oh, here comes my partner. Quick, put it away. I have to continue to pretend as though I'm really interested here. This is a desperately unhappy mind that is so eminently distractible about any potential thought and any potential joy that could be brought by such a thought. So there is a way. When we learn Vedic meditation, we learn a technique where we take a particular thought. It's a specific kind of mantra. It's an innocent sound that has no intended meaning. And that sound quality, when you think it very effortlessly in the mind, starts to become increasingly attractive as it becomes subtler, quieter, and softer. The attraction of the sound itself becomes very mellifluous. It's sweet and flowing as it repeats. And as it gets fainter, then also it becomes increasingly charming. Our mind is built in such a way that the same thing that drives us into all this incessant thinking, that is, the incessant search for happiness, will cause the mind to become glued to this pulsation of sound as it becomes increasingly subtle, more charming, and more charming. But as it does so, with each repetition, the mantra becomes fainter and fainter, more charming, even fainter. The mind, which is desperately looking for happiness, is eagerly following this until the mantra becomes so faint that it is almost imperceptible, and then it just vanishes. And the mind is left for a moment in a state of supreme inner contentedness. That supreme inner contentedness is so great, saturation of happiness that is beyond definition. The mind falls into a moment of bliss. That bliss will cause the mind to fall silent, because that constant thinking is all in aid of getting happier. Now the mind has touched on the place that is more happy, more satisfying than the most satisfying, the happiest phenomenon ever conceivable. And because it goes beyond conception, the mind falls mute. And so this quietening of the mind, bringing the mind to that absolute state of silence, is not done through intentionally attempting to cancel each thought or cancel a tendency to think. Let's give the mind what it wants, what it's looking for: saturation with happiness. When the mind is saturated with happiness, it falls mute. And that mute, deep inner silence, the body follows into a state of profound restfulness. And that profound restfulness physiologically allows the stresses to unwind and get rid of those shackles and fetters to the past overwhelming experiences that we've had. Our body spontaneously gets rid of stresses, and this also helps the brain to break the cycle of the constant stimulation which is hoped for as the solution to my unhappiness. Now that fulfillment has been gained, the mind is completely calm. You know, my master showed me once how in the ashram there in India, there are two ways of getting a dog to come to the door. One is you can send somebody out there racing around to catch the dog and put them on a leash and drag them forcibly to the door and hook them onto something. The other way is you just put some food there. And the dog happily comes and sits down and eats the food. And, you know, the mind which has experienced deep satisfaction, the mind that has experienced deep fulfillment, is a mind that will be easily assigned to anything. A contented mind will stay on any subject that you care to put it on for as long as you care to put it there. No effort of concentration is needed in a mind that's completely content. A mind that is unhappy is constantly looking everywhere. Where's the happiness? Where's the happiness? Not here, not here, not here, not here. Not enough happiness. Let me jump to the next thing. Not enough happiness. Let me jump to the next thing. Not enough happiness. This kind of mind can never be silenced. You can't chain it up and drag it to a spot. It won't stay anywhere. A mind which has been saturated with the deep inner happiness of the field of being, you can put that mind on any subject and it will stay there for as long as is functional, without any effort. Effortless focus as a result of an experience of unboundedness, unbounded happiness. This is the solution for you. Learn Vedic meditation. Get online right away today. Be in contact with my managers. Find out where your nearest instructor is. Go in and have the instructions, and let's get on with this thing. Get you into that state of permanent happiness.